Peace, my family, and roll back to all those coming out of that good cocoon for the first time. Welcome. This your girl, the butterfly. We about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all the good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right. In that good mind. How y'all feeling? Hope you guys most definitely moving on up in your higher natures and cleansing. Yeah, for sure, family. You know what's up. We have to cleanse. Okay. I came on today to express how y'all feeling on this good journey with them. Hope you guys are out here truly taking care of yourself and examining every part of you and why it is that you do what you do. It's very important to spend time with yourself. This is all a part of the journey within. It's about getting to know the real you and what the Most High sees in you. And it's very important that we look at that as the utmost importance. Realizing that if the Creator, and we knowing that our Creator is okay with us just the way we are, you know, how He has created us is what I'm speaking on. How He has created us without any extra influences, just the way we are, right? In that, we should be able to sit with ourselves and really think about that, because we know that the Most High has created us and the beings that help procreate us. We know that we are enough, and we have everything that we need inside of us to complete and fulfill our soul mission and destiny. We must understand that we have to really get to a point where, at least on my journey, I had to get to a point where the Most High's words and the things that He has sent down to us on this planet is all that matters. Period. All the other things out here are just a noise. And that noise can be very loud, very hectic, very chaotic. But we must remember to remain focused on why you're here. And if you don't know why you're here, you're here because the Most High has put you here to fulfill your destiny. You have a destiny. You have a soul mission to get back to the Most High, to get back in the heavens. Right. In order to open up that paradise within, because that's where it begins, that's where it starts. It starts with you. And the temples inside of you is that you have to be able to get to a point where you're able to strip all the things that's not you away and really live in the truth. You see, it's not my truth. It's not their truth. It's just the truth. You know? Because again, family, when we understand that we have books of man, books of man that writes many books out here, speaks lots of words, but none of it is coming from the Most High, right? We have to understand that the most important information out here in this planet is from the Most High. Remember, anyone that is sent from the Most High with facts, science, receipts, right? Proof, right? Things that you can see with their works, right? That shows that they're not from here. And bringing so much to help you in this life, in this lifetime, get back in alignment toward ascension and breaking it down for you so you will know the truth of it all with so much right knowledge. Oh man, it's a beautiful thing, and it's a beautiful day. We must understand that this is the good news. The good news is we had help this whole time. We also been distracted and fed a narrative that is not true. And we must understand that we have to begin to look at things for ourselves. Look at things in a deeper state. Not just things on the surface. Not just what people are saying. Because again, family, people do lie. And there's many lies that have been told. And we must understand that we are all we have. And what the Most High has sent is love, right? Showing us love, right? That divine love, because love is truth. It's not about the feeling of likes and dislikes. Oh yeah, the truth is gonna ruffle some feathers up in this thing. It's gonna make you feel some type of way. It's the truth. It's not here to only just, make you feel good. It's gonna let you know about yourself in a real way. And we must understand that that's love. If someone constantly lying to yourself, someone constantly lying to you about whatever that might be, that's not real love. Real love will tell you the truth, no matter what. You like it or not. Oh yeah. And it's not about being liked, right? People like you one day and dislike you another day. We have these emotions, and that's okay. We have to learn to accept things and people for who they are, right? They're just people, right? With emotions, right? And we have to learn that everybody has their right to express how they feel. And that is okay, right? Ultimately, we have to understand that when we are coming to a place where we're seeking for enlightenment, we have to put our egos aside, right? We have to burn them, right? We have to begin to learn to move with care and love, because, family, we don't want to take things for granted, right? Remember, when people are out here speaking the truth, right, and they put in their souls out here into the world to speak the truth no matter what, that is real love, right? Because they're trying to help you in your growth and development, and in your journeys that will help you grow. And that is supposed to be looked at as something to be respected. And it's not about, people gotta respect me, It's about when you begin to see how people move and what people do and the words they speak and the actions behind it and what they do in their life, it's aligning. When you begin to see for yourself this person being a good example out here, showing you that the true reality is real. And what our master teacher, Dr. Malachi York, has brought us is real. This is reality. And everything that he said is the truth. But once we take those blinders off and stop getting blinded by the things in this world that wants to keep you blind, deaf, and dumb out here, not having any knowledge of yourself whatsoever, not knowing truly who you are and your birthright and where you belong, in the heavens, One moment. Alright, now, you see, because the devil's whole agenda is to prove that we are not worthy to get back into the heavens, and putting all these temptations and things out here to trap you and trap your soul here, in this world, and even into lower planes of existence, right? We must understand that we have everything we need, the tools we need to move in the right direction. With having the right knowledge to learn about what this world really is and the history behind everything that we do, and getting back into our true history and who we are and how we are supposed to be living our life in the here and now, like right now. That's how you begin to get back in alignment, and that is what is needed to ascend. You have to get back in alignment. And once you begin to see these things, it's going to require you to strip and break away from the world. Because again, family, the world plays many games on your mind, your mental, your soul. And it's about you mentally wanting to break away those chains. Mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. And getting back in tune with our Creator. Right? Right. And once we begin to really see the bigger picture, understanding that this is I'm not going to say a magical place, but I will say that this is a spiritual experience, right? And once you begin to see the levels of it and how you must spiral up in the rims, right? But first you have to deal with the walking into the unknown, right? But it will become known when the Most High begins to speak to you. And that's through learning the scriptures. That's through learning the ancient texts. That's through learning how to pray again. That's learning how to meditate again. Learning how to breathe again. One moment. The lower frequencies are, to me, and this is just my experience, for me it was some of the biggest hurdles, right? Having to really strip away those bad habits, things that we do that is not good for us, our well-being, our bodies, our temple, our soul, our spirits, our minds. And if we're not feeding ourselves the right foods, how can the mind be right? And I'm not just talking about physical food, I'm talking about mental. I'm talking about spiritual food, I'm talking about soul food, I'm talking about the right knowledge, I'm talking about the pamphlets of peace, family. Because once you begin to understand that it's way deeper than what you know this realm is, and as you begin to get deeper with it and learn the history of it, and it's broken down by our master teacher, Dr. Malachi L., who has taught us the way. We have to understand that this information and right knowledge is not only going to help you in this realm, it's going to help you on into the next world. Because family, there are 3 worlds. We're in Nasut, which is the realm of mortals. The next realm is the realm of Malachi. The next world is the realm of Malachi, and that is the realm of the angelic beings. And then the next world is Lahat, the realm of the abode of the Most High. As we begin to truly see that in order to get through these realms, right, you have to get on the straight and narrow, the right path. And that is in order to break free from this particular realm. In order to do that, family, you must know the truth, family, the right knowledge, and it will make you free. Now, that is on the channel if you are interested. This is the lifetime quest. And family, the Most High has opened those doors for us to walk through if we're ready. and really want to know, and really want to know way out of these realms back into the heavens, right? It's a beautiful experience, and it's also going to require you to break away from all the things that you think you love, you think you like. I done heard that a lot on my path. I ask people, why don't you just stop doing this and that? And I've been there, right? It took me a while to do certain things as well. And the answer I get, though, is because I like it. I like it. I like the way it feels, right? But family, what we like is not always good for our soul and our soul's development. Because this is about developing and growing and connecting back to your soul. You see, we are living spirits, right? And we must understand that in order to have a soul when we get out of here, it's very important that you don't lose that while you're here. That is all that you have. Everything else is, in a sense, meaningless. Because, what games are played. And family, what I learned is, which in my life, how I am as a person, I don't play many games. Never have, right? I don't play games. Again, family, like I said before, when you play the game, you get played. So, I don't play games. I'll be real with myself. I'll be honest with myself. And however others may treat me, it's a reflection on them and not me. I have no control over this. But what I can say is, when you begin to not let people have power over you, off opinions, off assumptions, off what they think it is, that's when you give people power over you. And when you begin to really take your power back and realize that the Most High words about me and how He has created me to be is all that matters. When you get there, oh yeah. That's when the journey really begins. Because now you're being true to yourself. Because it doesn't matter what people think. Especially when you've been through the experiences yourself and you try to speak on certain things with people and they look at you like a deer with a headlight on. What are you talking about? Okay. You're casting your pearls before swine. People really don't understand, And for some reason, too, I feel, what I'm picking up on, is that people think that this path is like something about, we're striving for perfection, but we're not perfect, right? You're going to be making mistakes out here. This is a part of the path. Oh yeah, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna fall, but it's about getting back up and not giving up on yourself. Okay, this is raw. It's the raw as it gets, because you're getting back to the real you. So that stripping away is gonna be mini tests. And once you begin to strip those things away and see how really attached we are to things in this world, it becomes clear on the work that we have to get done. And that's why it's so important, like I said before, is to set goals, set lifelines, not deadlines, set lifelines for yourself, a goal, one goal at a time, take it a step at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself, right? As I'm posting, as I'm posting the right knowledge and things like that, as I'm posting these things, this is for you. And I see a couple people have came on the channel. So let me just tell y'all too that it's for you to, on my channel, at least this is how my channel works. Everybody channels are different, right? In my channel, it's very important that you start from the beginning on my channel. Like, start from the beginning of my videos, not in the middle or in between or all of that, because that's gonna have you confused. Okay, I put my stuff out in sequences and how I began and how I started on my journey. This is me sharing my journey with you, and if it helps you to get towards ascension, which I know that it will if you stick to it, because again, I know that everybody is not going to be here for the whole ride. And that's just reality. Everybody's going to get up and get dropped off in many different places depending on their journeys and how they're viewing the world, right? So people are going to get picked up and dropped off the whole thing, the whole ride. But if people stick with me during the whole ride of my journey, you'll begin to see how to ascend, right? And all of it, this is how I did it, and the master teacher has taught me to, do it. And the thing is, I didn't have any guidance as far as how to go about it. I did this on my own, and also, of course, with the help of the Most High. So not really on my own, but you know what I mean when I'm saying I had to figure it out, right? That's the part I'm talking about, to figure certain things out. And that part when I'm saying on my own is I had to go and I had to get the right knowledge for myself. I had to read, family, and this is what I was told to do. And as I began to read more and more, I started to get my frequencies heightened and raised in consciousness, and I began to start to connect back and get more communication and more guidance along the way, right? So that's how it works. This is how at least it worked for me. Again, I don't know for everybody else. Everybody is different, right? But for me, this is how it worked. So as I begin to go along the journey, starting with the Book of the Mind by our Master Teacher, Dr. Malachi L. Check it out. That's where you should start, because that's what's going to definitely help you get your mind right to start the flight. You're going to need that book. And as you go on, you'll begin to see why. But again, all of it is beautiful. And family, when I began to take his words as treasure, not just, oh yeah, it's just, him speaking and things like that. Nah. When I began to really, take his words for what it is, right? When he begins to say, listen to every word that I say, ain't nothing stopping us now. We on the move. Every word that he says, because every word that he says has some form of meaning, right? It's not just for, no purpose, right? So, again, that's why it's very important to begin to really sit back, because family, the ride is a beautiful journey. You're going to learn a lot. Oh yeah. You're going to learn a lot. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful time to be in. Because family, we do die to the lack of knowledge and not knowing certain things and not knowing about the rooms. People don't even know the reason why they're here. Never question in life what this is. Just living it, going along and doing whatever they choose to do without really, remembering, right, that it's the reason why you are here, right? And a lot of people don't really question those things or question anything for that matter. And that's really detrimental to us on our journeys, because we are supposed to question everything, because that's how you're going to get a understanding, overstanding over the things around you and how this realm works, right? So you begin to get a grips over it and take responsibility for your life, because as gods and goddesses, children of the Most High, it's for us to take responsibility. Once we have the knowledge, now it's your responsibility to live the way that you're supposed to be living out here, and stop playing around, right? And then also when you begin to get on a certain level of it, right, and then the Most High calls you to speak and help others, right, then it's on you to do your part, right, because it's a part of your soul mission and it's a part of your destiny. So once you begin to really see this though, right, it's gonna take time, right? You have to learn to be patient with yourself, right? And again, family, we have to understand what really is happening here. Because once we begin to really see the world for what it really is, you no longer begin to get trapped with it. You learn how to maneuver, and you know how to move. So that's what it's about. Learning how to move in these realms. And if you want to know that, continue to stay tuned. Continue to learn. Continue to grow from Master Teacher Dr. Malachi L. He most definitely will help you grow and get where you need to be. So, for now, I'm going to leave it at that. Again, family, know that you are loved beyond this world and in it. Begin to spread that love one to another. Be the peace that you seek. Release our Master Teacher, Dr. Malachi L. Peace, shalom, Asher, divine love, family, and Wadu. And it's off.